Hi, this is Dana Stengel of Turanga Ranch. I am here at Deukmejian Wilderness Park with the City of Glendale's Community Services and Parks Department Trails and Open Space Program. And today we are talking about local bats. One of the bats you can find locally is the Mexican freetail. He is a super cool, super social little bat. You might have heard of them before. They're the ones that are found in huge colonies in places like Texas. They are insectivores, and they also pollinate plants and drink the nectar from the flowers. So they are super amazing, and you can find them in almost all of the areas around Glendale. Another one of the bats you can find locally is the hoary bat. He's sort of grayish white, and he is an insectivore, and he comes out right around dusk. So keep your eye out for him, and keep your ears out too. He's so loud that in certain situations you can hear him just with your ear. One bat that I often find in the Glendale area is the canyon bat. He's the smallest bat in the US. You're super likely to see him. He's the first bat out in the evening and the last bat out in the morning. A lot of people are worried about vampire bats and vampires in general, let's be real. But vampire bats do not occur in California, and they aren't as scary as people think they are. People have this vision of this vampire bat coming, swooping down, sucking the blood, attacking things, right? The vampire bat lives in Mexico, and the things he attacks are like deer and cows and other larger mammals that don't even realize that he landed, pierced their skin with his very sharp tooth, gently lapped some blood, while the anticoagulants in his saliva kept it from coagulating, gently lapped about a teaspoon of blood, and then went on his way. The mammal never even knows what happens, and it doesn't happen here in California. And even if it did, it doesn't happen to humans. So vampires are not real, sadly, and vampire bats are super cool, but don't occur in our area. Bats are pollinators, and they are also seed spreaders. They are so important to the ecosystem. I thought I'd give you a little demonstration of what I'm talking about. We have a little bat here today, doing what bats do, and I brought some flowers, even though these are purple and not really the color of a flower that a bat would pollinate. A bat would pollinate probably a white flower that opens up at night, because he's nocturnal, right? But we'll pretend this is a white flower, and this is what he's gonna do. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, delicious flower and nectar with bugs in there. Deliciousness. Oh, wait, there's more. I think I'll do that again over here. So he is a pollinator. And of course, what goes in must come out. And that is where the seed spreading occurs. So this little flying mammal is doing wonders for your urban landscape every night. How is this bat different from this owl? I mean, they're both nighttime predators, right? Well, the owl is a bird. It's a bird of prey, but it's a bird. The bat is a flying mammal. It's the only one also. Can you imagine a flying mammal? Bats are nocturnal mammals that fly, right? This means that they have live babies. It means that they're warm-blooded, and it means that they have fur. Bat babies are called pups. A group of bats could be called a colony or a cloud. bat scat is called guano, and it is often used in fertilizers because it's super rich in nitrogen. This is an example of a bat house. You notice it's very tall and thin, and it's got this handy little climbing thing so that they can climb up into it and roost. In my experience, I have not had a lot of success with bats choosing to roost in a bat house, but if you're interested in putting one up, they're a great way to try to attract bats to your area and combat your insect situation. And you can find information about where and how to place them at the Bat Conservation International website. There are over 1,000 different kinds of bats in the world, and they're divided into two different categories: megabats and microbats. The megabats are the larger fruit-eating bats. They are not echolocators. The microbats are the smaller insectivores who depend on echolocation for survival. Those microbats are echolocating insectivores. How does that work? Basically, they're sending out a signal. It's bouncing off the things that are in the air in front of it and coming back to him. So the bat can tell, what was that? Was that a tree? Was that an insect? What kind of an insect was it? Can I eat that? Gets all this information quickly as it sends out a signal and the signal bounces back to him. This is why bats have such funny looking faces. Those are faces made for echolocation. When we're trying to understand the bats or hear them or know where they are or identify them, we have a variety of tools we can use. Often the bats that are in this area are small, right? They're very small. We can look up and we might not be able to tell what kind of a bat it is. So we have detectors. And I have a variety to show you here today. This one is the old school, yes or no, presents or not, yes, there's a bat, click, click, click is the noise that it makes to let you know that there's a bat in the area. Then there's this one, which is a little more sophisticated, and it gives you a different noise, and it also lets you know whether or not there is a bat in the area. And basically, it translates the sound for us. So when we hear the clicking, we know that that's a bat. Then, finally, there's this teeny tiny little attachment for the phone. I put this in, I aim it where the bats are, and it will literally tell me what kind of bat is flying in the air right now. And so it just sort of goes through depending on where the chirp is. That's how they determine which bat that was, because they all have their own sound. I don't know. I thought we saw Western Myotis. Oh, that one's gonna be one for sure. That was a canyon bat. So this is a great little tool. I can use it to upload information to the Natural History Museum for their population counts, and I can just have a lot of fun in the backyard. So I am learning a lot about who our local bats are with the newest technology available. Bats are incredible. They are pollinators, they are seed spreaders, and they are insectivores that can eat up to 1,200 mosquitoes in one night. So, next time you see one flying around at dusk, don't be afraid of him. Know that what you're seeing is one of nature's little stewards doing his job.